시작해볼까 right now.
Tell me what you want. Tell me what you need.
Welcome to an episode of Kpop Cancelled. My name is Angelina.
My name is Audrey.
And today we are going to be scavenging Reddit posts.
Pa pa pa.
Should I share with them the DM I got about the Reddit post?
Yeah, I remember.
Okay, so I haven't been receiving any message requests at all, which I don't think I'm that important, so I didn't really think anything of it. I'm just like, okay, people don't really want to talk to me. That's fair. But then I found this folder called hidden requests, and that's where all of my message requests have gone. So I'm so sorry if you have sent me a DM in the past, like actually probably 5 months. Because it's all been in my hidden requests, and I don't know why. But anyways, so let me show you one of the messages I found. Okay. So this person, I guess, saw the podcast episodes where we were reading Reddit posts, and it says, I'm not trying to tell you what to do, but people on Reddit are so untouched from reality that most of what they say, wait a minute, say something?
What? Do you hear music?
I can't hear myself.
Oh. Do you have your headphones?
I do. But why can't I hear myself? Is that okay?
Oh, I hear you though.
Do you hear me clearly? Like it sounds nice? Hello?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Come to think of it, I don't think I could hear myself the last episode either. Could I? Who knows? I hope okay.
Well, I don't hear myself. So.
You don't hear yourself either?
No.
Just each other. That's fine. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not funky transition.
Doo-doo-doo.
I'm not trying to tell you what to do, but people on Reddit are so untouched from reality that most of what they say isn't relatable or true. Reddit people are so close-minded. Twitter is worse. Twitter people definitely need to touch grass too. But if that's your thing, reading Reddit posts for K-pop, then I guess that's your choice. Just remember, most of it isn't really facts or truth because Reddit people are like cavemen. So this is the DM I received. And then, so that was on August 4th. Then on August 16th, they write to me again saying, ew, ... And then August 17th, oh. What the hell?
I wonder if it's like a video they watched and they just say ew and oh.
They probably watched a podcast episode and they were like, oh, I need to tell them that this is actually disgusting behavior. And then they saw another episode where we did it. And they were like,
again.
Ew. And then finally they just lost it with the last O. So
I'm sorry if you hear bass. I think my neighbor is playing music outside.
Well, it's okay because this is episode 20. Which actually marks our 1-year anniversary, actually.
Oh my god.
So it's been 1 year since we started the podcast. And hopefully this is the last episode done remotely.
Yeah.
We do hope to come back in person.
Yes, I do.
Because this sucks ass.
It's hard setup.
It's hard. We can't even sing and sync. Like, what's the point?
Yeah, what's the point?
There's no point.
No.
So there's not really a theme to any of these, but I picked a couple. So let's give it a gar.
Okay.
How about that?
I'm trying to do the Australian accent. I just can't.
You're literally so good at it. Don't hold back.
What? For real?
Yes.
No.
Oh, let's gar.
Let's gar.
Okay, so the first one is 50-50 aren't doomed after Dispatch's claims and can still have a career.
Okay.
So first of all, have you been keeping up with 50-50 at all?
I know they are in a trial right now. They lost. And they are going to appeal.
Precisely. That's all you need to know. So 50-50 can still have a career after Dispatch's claims. Many kind of thought after the whole 50-50 drama reached Dispatch, they were all over. It was kind of what we were all scared of. If anyone could destroy any K-pop group or idol's career with one article, it is, without a doubt, Dispatch. This opinion is unpopular because many say after 50s. Oh, this opinion. I can't speak anymore. This opinion is unpopular because many say after Dispatch's claims citing 50-50 as liars and debunking most of what they said in an episode of a popular Korean show, 50-50 is over. I disagree. I think 50-50 will continue to have a fair share of fans worldwide and can, in fact, recover from this. It's not the end of the world for this group, and everyone needs to realize that this group broke some of the craziest records in K pop globally that have never seen before.
Hmm.
So, what do you think about that? Do you think this is over for 50-50? This is it for 50-50? Or do you
That
think they genuinely have a chance at recovering from this?
they might have a chance of recovery, but I think they might lose their name because it's mostly
Oh,
copyrighted. I think
you
so.
so
So
you
they
think they're going to
might.
win this lawsuit?
Well, I don't know. I can't really say anything about that. But if they win, they might lose their name,
Mhm.
and they might lose. I don't know if they will be signed to another company because it's scary for other companies to sign them because they had a lawsuit where with their old company, what will
Yeah.
attract.
Mhm.
So it's it might be hard for them to have a new company, a good one. And remember, like in the 90s and the 2000s, there was singers who were so popular and broke records and stuff, but they were just one hit wonder.
Yes.
So I'm kind of think I don't want to say it. I don't want to like kill the bear before, but they might be just a one hit wonder.
That's definitely something I've heard a lot of people say, like, you know, if you ask anyone, "Have you heard of 50-50?" What are the chances that they'll say, "Oh, yeah, I totally know about
They will
50-50,
only know the song.
but I've heard that song so much." And obviously, people love the song. It's
Hmm. It's a
charting
good
all
song.
the
Yeah.
time. They're literally I keep seeing them. I keep seeing them in articles like alongside BTS of like, "Oh, they're the only group aside from BTS to break this record or break that record or the only group aside from Blackpink or
Hmm.
so of course, what they have done is unprecedented for
Hmm.
sure.
It is. It's sad because it's holding them back that they have the lawsuit and everything. But like, it's a good thing because they want to have more control of their lives and stuff. I guess I don't know. I'm not really
Yeah, well, that's
aware
the
of are the issues of why they are putting a track in the lawsuit, but usually it's because of that, because of like mis
mismanagement.
mismanagement and everything.
Well, that's the
But
tricky thing though, because a lot of
yeah.
people think that they're being selfish because the things that they've stated are things that, a lot of companies probably do.
Mm,
So I don't know. I'm not saying they're selfish. I'm not adding to that. I'm just saying that's what a lot of people think. That's what a lot of K netizens immediately thought that they were being selfish, that, this poor CEO who poured his heart and soul and money into them is suddenly being backstabbed by them. So I
yeah,
really
but
don't.
maybe he's fishy. Yeah, we don't know.
I he might be fishy as hell. I have no
Yeah.
idea. I
Yeah.
don't know what actually happened, and I don't know what is gonna come of this, but it is such a missed opportunity already. We're BAP stans. We understand what a loss
That's
can do to a group.
yeah, that's what I was thinking about. Like BAP and Luna, they did put their company under a lawsuit, but years after their debut. And Luna, some members won, some members didn't, and now they are all out, I think, or well,
Well, now they have a group
anyways.
called Lusemble,
Yeah, they have Lusemble and Odd Eye Out is
Odd Eye Circle.
yeah, Odd Eye Circle is two groups from Luna who are now active, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, they're
But
actively promoting
like
now.
exactly. But like BAP too, they did put their company under a lawsuit and everything. But it was years after when they realized that they didn't get paid and stuff.
Mhm.
So for 50 50,
Sorry, just a second. I think your earphone wire is, like, rubbing against the other wire. Is that
oh yeah, it
possible?
is. It is. So for 50 50 to wait, I'll do that first. So for 50 50 to like do it first before getting screwed off, by not being paid, it's a good thing for them. It's kind of a smart move to do because they won't be like they're trying to get out of it the fast as they can.
At the same time, though, this is like the peak of their
Yeah.
virality.
Hmm.
Like, they missed out on a music video for the Barbie movie. They're missing out on so many brand deals that could have set them up for life potentially.
Yeah.
Brand deals can pay a lot for that level of exposure that they had. So, I don't know. I think it's really sad. I don't know. I don't know.
I have a question. Does any other songs except Billie Eilish and Dua Lipa had music video for the Barbie movie?
Oh, I think Charlie XCX Speed Drive had something.
Did
I
they?
didn't initially. Let me just check. It's just because the CEO came out and confirmed that there
Yeah, but he
wasn't
can't
gonna
say
be.
anything. He can say what he want. Like people will eat that. They will think it's true, but is it? Like was there only two music videos for the
No,
Barbie movie? Cuz
Speed Drive
none
has a music video.
they did?
It only came out 2 weeks ago, though.
Okay. Cuz like it's not all the songs from a soundtrack who will have a music video.
No, for
And
sure.
and 50-50 song wasn't in the movie. Was it because they are under a lawsuit or no? I don't know, but it wasn't in the movie, so it would be weird to have a music video if the song isn't in the movie.
I guess so. That is a good point too. Like, how much of it is like us
True.
just
Yeah.
trying to add to a sob story? Yeah, who knows? Maybe
I'm
you're right.
skeptical about that.
Yeah.
I'm really skeptical. Like it would be cool to have a music video for 50-50, but it's not in the movie. It's only on the soundtrack. It's not really playing on the radio. It's not part of the promotional events except of being on the soundtrack.
Yeah.
So,
Another thing I wanted to say is because, like, a lot of people are saying because of this lawsuit that 50-50 won't succeed. And
mhm,
that was a question I had even before the lawsuit. Because when you have this, like, what could potentially be a one-hit wonder,
mhm,
how do you outdo that?
mhm.
A lot of people can't. So I've had this
Yeah,
question even before. Like,
yeah.
with such with the virality of Cupid, even without the lawsuit, I wondered how they would be able to maintain that momentum, if their next release would be
It would be
like,
a hard task. Oh,
because the
it's
because
big.
if we think of like Momoland, they had like, what, their
Boom,
viral
boom,
song, was it Boom Boom or Bam Bam?
boom, boom.
Like, it's hard to come back from that. Like, it's
Yeah,
blessing, it's great, but at the same time, anything you release after that, how does it really compare? I
yeah.
mean,
I
Momoland literally released like the same song again, but
mhm.
we see how it ended up for them now. What other groups had like such viral hits and then we never really heard from them again? Crayon Pop, Bar Bar Bar,
Yeah.
jumping and jumping, everybody jumping.
I thought the name of the song was "Jumping," not "Bar Bar Bar."
Oh. I think Psy was one of the artists who like actually came back with another viral song and another viral song.
Yeah, but Psy is kind of another case because like Gangnam Style wasn't his debut song. It was like the fifth album he did, or the
Yeah, yeah,
sixth
yeah.
one.
It doesn't have to be your debut
It
song.
doesn't have to be, but he was already a big name,
Yeah.
so he didn't have that pressure. Versus 50-50, they have the pressure to overcome their debut song. But all the
Oh,
K-pop
okay.
groups do have the pressure to overcome their debut song, but sometimes the debut song isn't that good and then it's the comeback song that is better than the debut song.
Yeah, but I'm trying to think of like groups whose songs went really viral
I
and
don't
how they've
remember.
came back from that. Because if you think of like really popular groups, of course their songs are going to go viral.
Yeah.
So it doesn't really matter. But like
Mm,
for groups that are maybe a little bit less known, hmm, I can't think of any off the top of my head. But I did wonder about 50-50 even before the lawsuit, if they would
yeah.
be able to overcome their own power through Cupid. I don't
I
know what
would
that
say that,
sentence was.
yeah, maybe Wano had the same issue.
Did he have a viral song?
The debut song Open Mind was like super viral because like everyone was just thirsting over him.
Is
And
I've
when he
never
had his
heard of it
comeback,
though.
Open Mind.
I have never heard it.
I'm sure you did.
So, I mean, like, viral in the sense, like, maybe, like, 600 million views in the music video, or I
Yeah,
don't know.
it wasn't that viral, but I remember like a lot of people was reacting to the music video just to thirst over him
Well,
and
what was
like
that reading thirst tweets, Wono reading thirst tweets?
yeah.
That was something. Like, he was so sweet, just, like, reading the nastiest things. He's like, I don't know what that is, but I'll try."
It's so funny.
I
But
love
yeah,
it.
Open Mind was kind of popular for that. And
Mhm.
then when he had his comeback, who I think is better than Open Mind, it wasn't as successful.
Yeah, but it's like it's important. Like, we don't just bring this up because, like, it's fun to be like, "Oh, this song was better than this song." Companies take this into consideration too,
Yeah. Hmm.
and if your song doesn't do as well as the last one, well, you might not get a comeback ever again.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
remember Dada from 21 was talking about, I think it was one of their summer comebacks. It was the comeback before, I think, Missing You. She was talking about how YG was saying, like, "We're not giving you guys a comeback because your last two songs didn't do so well." And then their last song ended up doing so well, but then they disbanded anyway. So,
Mm.
not such good timing. But yeah, it's really important because we see a lot of groups going into the dungeon and never to
Hmm.
be seen again.
Yeah. Yeah. I can't think of any on the top of my head, but there was a lot of groups. Kind of. No,
No?
I was gonna say Pentagon, but Shine wasn't the debut song. But it was
No,
hard for
but
them to come back from that song
yeah, for
because it
sure.
was such a big hit.
And then they lost Dawn and
Yeah. Yeah.
the next one is stage presence should supersede dance practices. Oh, sorry. Stage practices should supersede dance practices. Stage practices are literally dance practices with live vocals on top of them. You gain real vocals while losing barely anything in dance quality. In my opinion, it's the clearest display of one's raw skills, although it doesn't give us any idea about fan interactions. No fancy stage, no shiny clothes makeup, no camera work, only idols in a room with an instrumental background, and here we go. Why do I think it's unpopular? Some groups started posting stage practices a while ago, and despite almost always getting praised for it, it hasn't become a generalized content format throughout the industry. So I suppose the different fandoms aren't really asking for it. Otherwise, agencies would have already tried to answer the demand. What do you think? Hmm. You already know what I think.
Go ahead.
Of course, everyone should be doing stage practices. It's so beautiful. But the truth is, a lot of idols probably would sound not that great. And you don't want that as a company because then it gets you backlash. And then, blah, 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 blah. We've seen it all before, especially during encore stages.
Hmm.
What do you think?
Is it like the dance practice, the official dance practice that they're talking about?
So, the stage practice. So, think of like NMIX when they're singing and dancing and being filmed.
Yeah, the dance
So,
practice.
the dance practice, but they're singing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It is more important. Yeah. Like but even if you're singing and dancing, I don't want to like
Say it. No, this sounds
there's so
juicy.
many people who are singing and well, not they are singing and dancing, but like even if you're I guess they are so used to look at themselves in the mirror that they forget the energy they need to bring out. They are so like introverts on stage that it's like kind of they need to have their moment. I don't know.
Say it in French because this
I
sounds interesting.
know. Like, genre, tu peux pratiquer des millions de fois
Mhm.
devant ton miroir, mais tu vas tellement être pris à un moment donné à toujours te regarder dans le miroir que tu vas comme être sharp dans tes mouvements puis toi, tu vas danser la meilleure manière qu'il faut. Tu vas être la meilleure personne à danser, mais si t'es juste trop pris à être dans tes mouvements, tu vas oublier d'avoir ton expression, ta couleur, ta vibe. You'll be too much in your head. You need to loosen up. Like,
People are prioritizing like the perfection of it all a
yes,
little too much that they lose the essence of stage presence.
yes, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my
So
thought.
so what does how does that tie into like a stage practice? Like you think
It,
that would help them or
it would, it can be like too much stage practice can be a bad thing because they will be too stuck in their head. So even if like if you say for example, and mix they sing and dance together, they sing and dance. It's see they do the same on their stage practice, but it's filmed and stuff. So when it's filmed, they know in their head that they need to be perfect. So they are too much in their heads.
okay.
Yeah.
I
Like
don't know. I don't
it's
know.
just needs it's always the pressure and the mindset that they have to be perfect that they need to listen up.
Okay. Well, I don't know. I don't know. Cuz I mean, the thing is I think a lot of groups already like here's the thing. I don't know if it's because idols are too stuck in their heads that they lose the essence of stage presence or if that's just what fans want. Like when fans watch a live performance, they're not actually caring about the live vocals cuz oftentimes they're not.
There's none.
But what they do praise about the live stages is that, oh my God, this idol is so beautiful. Oh my God, look, they're slaying. Like they just look so good. So I think,
Yeah, but they're not slaying. That's the thing. When they say that they are so beautiful and stuff, and oh my god, look at that one. You watch the camera and you just see the idol
the
in
blank
their head.
face.
Yeah, in their head, they're stuck
Yes,
there.
but that's what people want. That's not what we want, but that's what people want.
Yeah, yeah.
People love visuals. Oh my god. I've talked to Sherry before and like and she's literally said like she would rather somebody lip sync and look hot as hell than have a good stage presence and their face looks weird.
Mm,
I might
I
not quote
wouldn't.
I wouldn't quote her on that. She probably has said that those exact words, but like I don't want to
Yeah,
speak for her right now, but
yeah. I
I I
wouldn't.
I think that's what 4th and 5th gen stands want. They want the perfection of it all.
Mm.
Because like this person said, if fans actually wanted more live vocals, they would be like asking all these groups for stage practices or they'd be actually outraged at the fact that they're paying money to go to concerts and the idols are lip syncing. But they're not.
Yeah, but maybe they're blind to it.
Of course, of course. Like anything their idol gives them, they're super grateful and they're not going to complain about it. So, like what can you do?
Hmm.
I don't know.
There's so many stage practices versus dance practices.
There's more dance practices compared to
Yeah,
stage
yeah,
practices.
yeah.
There's not a lot of groups that do stage practices, and I think a lot of choreography is specifically made so that you can't freaking dance and sing to it at the same time live.
Hmm.
Like it's just
Hmm.
impossible sometimes.
Hmm.
Companies shoot themselves in the foot in that sense, like because they understand that nobody really expects live vocals from anybody anymore.
Yeah, but have you seen? I'm kind of on a tangent, but have you seen like the the worriness of having the dance practice out soon after the music video?
What do you mean?
I don't know why, but I saw like a lot of things about Jiho uh killing me good.
Killing Me Good?
I kind of see like a competition for that solo release because Pop was a good hit and
Mhm.
fans are trying to hype up Killing Me Good and like having a good comeback. So fans are putting pressures on them to stream the shit out the music video, and now the dance practice was released really soon after the music video. And what I understand is that it's not a good thing because usually dance practices are out to bring back people into the dance practice and then they will go and watch the music video, so it's to bring back attention on the song.
Okay.
So it wasn't like a good thing because the dance practice was out too soon,
Oh,
because
I don't
usually it's
know.
like a few weeks after or a few months after they will release the dance practice, and then you see the dance practice and you go back to the music video to watch it back.
I don't know. Are you really watching like random dance practices? Like, I assume you watch the dance practice because you already watched the music video.
Yeah, but there's like a lot of K YouTubers who are like dance teachers and stuff. They always wait to have the dance practice out to see or listen the music video, and they bring their audience to go back, and like it's always like an influential way of going back to the music video.
I'm a little confused, I'm not gonna lie.
Why?
I don't
What?
really get it.
You don't get it?
No.
Maybe I'm not explaining well.
Like, they don't watch the music video?
No.
They wait for the dance practice and then I've never heard of that.
No?
No. Who would do that? Why would
There's a lot of
you do
people
that?
does it.
I'm so confused.
Why?
That makes 0 sense. Why would anyone do that?
Because they don't want to spoil themselves, and then they want to like react to the dance practice and the music video.
Oh, I thought okay. Well,
But
that's
there's,
a them issue.
yeah, it's a damn issue, but they're it's like if the company is like playing on that. So people watch the music video,
Yeah,
then the dance practice get up.
yeah.
They watch the dance practice, and then they go to their favorite YouTuber who will react to that. They never saw it and everything. And the audience who already watched it will go back to the music video just to like be reminiscent of what the YouTuber said. I'm sure companies are playing on that. So the fact that the dance practice is out really like a few days after the music video is to bring back people on the music video.
I think they probably just do that because like it is what it is. Like you have like so many dance practices nowadays. You have a moving dance practice, you have stage practice sometimes, you have this dance practice, this dance practice. I don't think it has to do with K YouTubers not watching
No, but
it.
it can be like a good, it's a point for them to like, I don't know, it's just like I realize that there's a lot of K YouTubers who doesn't watch music videos because they want to analyze the dance practice before, and then the views goes up on the music video because they bring back the audience to the music video.
Huh.
Like I'm sure once can tell me what is going on with Jiho solo, because like I don't know, I'm just scrolling on Facebook and then I see a group chat or a page from Jiho's or once fandom, and they're like, oh my god, we need to do better, blah blah blah, and the views aren't good, and now it's bad because like the music video is out early and stuff.
Yeah. Well, I think
Like
there's
there's something behind it that I don't really quite.
like what you think there's like a conspiracy theory?
Yeah, there is one.
What do you mean? I'm so confused. What do you mean?
I don't know. There's a conspiracy theory
About what?
about views,
I think
about dance practices.
I think honestly that it just wasn't vibing with a lot of people. Like pop just went viral
I know.
and Jihyo's Killing Me Good just couldn't live up to that, and that's fine.
Hmm.
Like
Yeah, no.
I think simply that's just what it is.
Yeah, I know. I totally agree, but I just, there's a conspiracy theory behind dance practices that is in relation with music video views.
What? Okay.
Yeah.
Leave in the comments below if you think like if you know about this. I've never heard about this ever.
Me neither. Like I just stumbled on it like last week and I was like, what the fuck is that?
Oh my
Like
god.
why are they saying that? Why is it such a big deal? I don't understand.
So the next one, it's so shocking to me when people say they only listen to K-pop.
Okay.
I think this opinion is unpopular because I see lots of people say that it's quite normal and that a lot of K-pop fans are like that. And also in those pop versus K-pop videos, a lot of people comment on how they only are interested in K-pop and most people pick K-pop over K-pop. Now, I'm not forcing anyone to stop their habits, but it's just so surprising to me. One of my favorite parts about music is hearing all kinds of different sounds and lyrics, and sometimes I want a distinct sound that I most likely can't hear in K-pop. I know K-pop is a diverse industry regarding music, but it is still just so crazy to me. And to be honest, if I only listened to K-pop and didn't branch off into other artists, I would probably get bored of K-pop. And I know a lot of people argue against this with saying that nobody questions people who only listen to pop. And while, yes, some people do that, it's still the same thing for me. Listening to only one genre, no matter what it is just crazy for me. There are so many different types of songs for people to explore, and it's just shocking to me that people don't bother to try to expand their music taste beyond. If I'm being truthful, no music genre or industry or anything like that has all the sounds, lyrics, and melodies that we can make. And it's not a crime to like multiple music genres, so why just stick to one? I don't understand. And one last thing, people aren't betrayers or not true if they like a song that isn't K-pop, and it's weird that people think it's bad to like different things.
Okay, but K-pop does have so many genres.
I was gonna say that too. There's a lot going on with K-pop.
Yeah,
I personally, I don't know. I feel like I found myself in this kind of like trap where I do tend to only listen to K-pop.
same.
I do find myself like really not being interested in Western releases, but I think it's because it's like so pushed on me on TikTok. Like if
Mm,
Taylor Swift releases a song, it's like it's viral on TikTok. If
mm,
Miley Cyrus releases a song, it's on TikTok. Like it's always super pushed onto me, and then I automatically feel like I don't have interest in that.
mm.
'Cause I like things to happen organically, like, I like to come across songs organically and, like, not be forced into it. So, that's my toxic thing, but
Yeah, but I do only listen to K-pop.
yeah. I think it's fair. I don't think it's, like, a super bad thing.
Yeah, because they seem to say the poster seems to say that there's only one genre in K-pop, but it's so broad. Like there's metal, there's rock, there's pop, there's rap, there's Airbnb, R&B. Like it's so broad
Yeah, but
that
then
at
wouldn't
the end of
that
the day
be
it's only a language
but at the
barrier.
but then wouldn't that be, like, K-rap, K-R&B, K-metal,
Okay, so I
K-rock?
listen only to K music then.
No, but, like, you listen to K-pop, but do you actually listen to K-rock? Like, that's a different thing, like, those are different groups. You might have those elements within K-pop, but it's not the actual genre, you know?
Honestly, I think K-pop is just like usually pop music. It's when it's popular. That's why pop.
Yeah, but you know what I mean? Like, if you listen to K-rap, you're listening to different artists that aren't considered in K-pop. Do
No,
you know what I
they're
mean?
not. But if they became popular, they will be in K-pop. Like Epic High isn't a K-pop group, but it's a K-pop group. You know what I mean?
Kind of, but, like, there's also, like, I don't know. I
Like
don't know. I think
The Rose is a K-pop group, but it's also a K-rock band.
I guess so. Yeah, like Dreamcatcher too.
It's a K-metal group, but it's a K-pop metal group
But
because
are
it's
they really
popular.
metal though? Like would
Kind
would
of.
someone who listens to metal jam out to that, or would they be like this is way too pop?
Well, I saw some. Well, I don't know if it's only for views, but I saw some metalhead YouTuber who watched uh, Dreamcatcher
Dreamcatcher?
and they liked it.
Yeah, I'm sure they could like it, but like would they
Yeah,
like accept us within their space? I
yeah. I don't
wonder.
know. I don't know because I'm not part of the metal genre, but
Genre,
genre,
the
but
genre.
the genre. But yeah, like pop is for popular.
Yeah,
So
but there's also like a certain sound you could come to expect.
yeah, yeah. Just like any Western pop music
Yeah.
that I don't listen to.
Yeah. I don't know where this person was going with this or
I don't know. I think they just think it's weird to
oh, it's
to
yeah.
listen only to K music and not Western music.
I don't think it's weird.
I don't think too. Like if you're vibing with K music, vibe with K music, and if you're not, or if you're like in the mix, I guess, like you listen to any kind of music, listen to any kind of music, but it's not forcing yourself to like K music.
Well, I could definitely picture it. Like maybe when I was younger, I'd be like, I only listen to K-pop and like
Yeah,
exclusively like just because it's Korean, I have to only listen to
yeah,
K-pop because
hmm,
I could see that being kind of annoying and like closing yourself off to new
yeah.
experiences. But
I did
But
the
yeah.
same for emo songs.
Emo songs, oh my god.
I
I
didn't
had
even liked it, and I was listening to it just because
I had
I
a
needed to.
I had an emo phase.
Yeah.
My Chemical Romance was, like, my
Yeah.
favorite.
Oh.
Ugh. Okay, this one's about ATs. So, Inception is one of my least favorite songs by ATs. The blasphemy.
Go ahead.
ATs are my alts, and recently I realized that Inception seems to be one of the most favorite songs of many fans. I absolutely love their discography from the very beginning till their most recent albums, but for me, Inception is one of my least favorite and most forgettable songs by ATs. I almost always skip it when it comes up and never actively look it up or anything. I simply don't like the instrumentals of Inception and find parts of it quite annoying. I guess one reason many people like Inception is because it's a bit more to the generic side of their discography, while not being a bright song concept, Wave, Illusion, Eternal Sunshine, nor an extremely hard hitting, anthemic, chaotic one, Pirate King, Semi Name Answer, Wonderland, Thanks, Gorilla, and also not being too slow melodic like Turbulence. I think this opinion is unpopular, and I feel alone with this opinion because it was always so much loved by fans ever since it came out and gets praised to this day as a fan favorite.
I feel you.
I have a funny story about Inception because it was between Inception and Thanks, right?
Yeah.
And I remember because Hongjun had a certain hairstyle in Thanks that everyone was like, "Don't vote for Thanks because we could
Mhm.
vote between the two title tracks." Like, and so everyone was basically voting for Inception. And I just remember thinking like, "Oh, damn it, Hongjun, because Thanks is so much better." So I remember being like so sad, and I was like literally worried for their careers because like I was really sad for them because I thought Inception was just not the right song.
Yeah.
Thanks was clearly the better option of the two. And I remember like being so upset when it was announced that Inception won. And then they ended up promoting both songs. So I kind of clowned myself there. But I do like
Yeah, well,
Inception.
they did promote it Illusion too.
Not that much.
Not that much, but thanks
There
either. It
was
was like 2 or 3 stage, and that's it.
I wasn't there for Illusion, but if you look back, I think there's only one like music stage performance, but there was plenty, I think, of Thanks performances.
I think there was only
Yeah.
3.
No, there was plenty, I'm sure of it.
Mm.
I remember, like, the purple, pants,
Mhm.
remember?
Mhm.
There was
Yeah, I did
orange,
that
there
outfit
was
for.
purple, there was, like, the colorful outfit, but I remember thinking that Inception was just too generic for them, that it was, like it was too I don't know, it was a little boring, but at the same time, it was, like, very reminiscent of, like, melodramatic 2nd gen, so I wasn't, like it did grow on me. I did end up really loving Inception.
Mm. I would say
Hmm.
that it's the weaker title track they have. I totally
Yeah.
agree with the poster. Like
Oh.
Inception is the weaker title track, and I don't think it's not the best. Like it's not even in my favorite one. Like
You don't like
in
don't like Inception at all?
no, I don't like it. Like I like Inception because like I don't think I don't like a song from them.
Mhm.
Do I?
Celebrate?
Which one?
Celebrate?
Celebrate. Yeah, it's not my favorite, but like I can vibe to it. I laugh to it. I like it. It's funny. It's silly. Um, I would say that mm, Star 1117 and Inception aren't my favorites. Like it's in the bottom.
Okay, fair enough.
Which I like Deja Vu, but it's kind of the same song as Inception.
Every time I wanna talk about that song, I call it Inception.
Again, it was a double title track and Deja Vu. It was for Deja Vu and Eternal Sunshine.
Yeah.
And I wanted Eternal Sunshine because it's like a Wave 2.0. I know you hate it, but it's a Wave 2.0. It's bubbly,
Yeah.
it's fun. Versus Deja Vu, we already had it. Well, Eternal Sunshine too,
Mm.
but
Yeah, yeah,
it's
yeah.
not
No.
it's not it's a Wave 2.0, but it's not Wave. Versus
You know, I
versus
really
Deja Vu is Inception 2.0.
I don't see it as wave at all. I don't know what it is about the song. I keep trying to get into it, but I just can't, and I don't know why. I'm
Well,
just an
I don't
anti
see
to
it
my
as Wave
core.
2. Yeah. I don't see it as Wave 2, but it's like one of their rare bubbly sound.
Okay. You like that.
That's why I said it's Wave 2.0. But
I don't know. I love it now. Like I would never trade it for anything now, but I just remember being so like sad about it back then. Like just loving the colorful nature of Thanks and how like
yeah,
iconic it was and thinking like that they wouldn't promote it at all. Like
yeah.
I thought that was it. I thought we were like I thought it
Mm,
was like one or the other and it ended up being both anyways. So,
yeah. For example, if it was on a concert like set list,
mhm.
if Inception wasn't on the set list, I wouldn't be sad.
Well, it wasn't. So,
No, I know, but like
yeah.
it's not a must. Like I don't have to listen to that song in a concert.
I'm actually quite sad that we didn't get Inception or Thanks at all.
Yeah, I wanted Thanks. Like I want Thanks, but I don't want it. I don't need to have Inception, but I need to have Thanks.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
So
But I get you, like
yeah,
original poster, you know.
the next one is it is okay to continue standing a group even after they've done something problematic.
Oh yeah.
Ooh. By standing, I mean listening to music, consuming content, the whole package. A couple of disclaimers before I make this point. I do have personal experience with being hurt by the actions of a group I really support. And while my own experiences will obviously differ from others in terms of the severity of the action and whether or not an apology was issued, I have definitely gone through the dilemma and fear of whether or not the group I sent is a safe space for people like me. Enough for me to make this post without ignorance. B, I also think it is completely valid to stop standing a group when they've done anything that's bothered you. I'm simply arguing that the opposite is also an understandable course of action. And finally, C, I am obviously not talking about groups and idols that have been accused of literal crimes and or any sort of problematic behavior that would be undoubtedly morally black to move past and continue to support the group. Though I still think listening to the music is acceptable, separating the art from the artist and all that. I think most of us know where we draw the line, so I won't highlight specifics. The opinion is unpopular for obvious reasons, and I've seen enough comments saying, how does Group X have any fans of insert race, ethnicity, culture, etc. after what they've done? To know that the basic idea is that when a certain identity group is insulted by the actions of a K-pop group, their most logical course of action is to unstand the group. While this line of thought is understandable, I think it also gives a lot of guilt for K-pop fans who continue standing a group after their problematic behavior. I know I personally went through a lot of dilemmas on whether or not I should unsend a group, feeling like I'd be fake continuing to support them and blinded by parasocial relationships. In the end, I realized my decision to continue standing the group has nothing to do with the respect I have for my own identity, nor does it mean I put idols on an untouchable pedestal. Okay, there's a few points that this person makes. If you are disappointed in a K-pop group, why punish yourself? I have met fans who had simply lost interest in a group's music after their actions, and that's valid. But that doesn't always happen, and it certainly didn't for me. I don't see why it's necessary to force yourself to stop listening to music that makes you happy, to watch content that makes you laugh, if that's not the effect a group's problematic behavior had on you. In the end, the group themselves do not get affected by one less listener, but it's you who ultimately bears the loss of songs from playlists and music that you genuinely vibed to and found solace in. It's an unnecessary sacrifice, in my opinion. Two, not everyone can hold grudges. Honestly, this is the biggest thing I realized. Sometimes the hurt is there when a group does something shocking, but it simply fades away without rhyme or reason. Maybe I haven't quite forgiven a group I support for something they've done, but that anger went away quickly and I went on with my normal life. Granted, like I said before, my experience is different from others, as it wasn't a repeated transgression, which is part of the reason for me moving on. Let's see what will happen if a group does it again. But at the end of the day, no matter the severity of the act, aside from the obvious extremes, some fans just aren't of the nature to hold it against the group for a long time and will return to their normal course of standing a group. That's just how some people are. It has nothing to do with how much of a fan one is of a group, but simply that their own human nature is. Three. Okay, we're almost done with this one. Idols are quite literally strangers. Many people blame parasocial relationships for fans moving past an idol's behavior, but I often think it's sometimes the opposite that provokes this result. I do not know these idols at all. I have no emotional investment nor attachment to them, aside from seeking entertainment from their on screen personalities, finding a happy place from their music, and being musically inspired by them. They cannot hurt me like someone I'm close to would. Why would I waste so much emotional resources over something they've done when I don't know what they're really like. My life is so removed from what idols are like. Sometimes I just compartmentalize and remove any investment I have in the actions they commit. Again, all of this is my own personal mindset, and I completely understand if a lot, heck, probably even most people don't share my views. I guess I just wanted to say that how you feel after a group idol you support is problematic is completely valid, and what you choose to do with that information should be respected. It's never a black and white solution and will always vary from person to person.
I agree. Like, if you like the music but you don't like the artist, like, I don't know, it's the old conversation of like, you need to separate art and
The artist.
artist. For example, Big Bang. Like, they are controversial. There's stuff happening with the members, and some are not in the group anymore, or they are pretty much disbanded right now.
Hmm.
Like, even Top and GD have a beef right now.
Do they?
So
I didn't
yeah,
hear about that.
apparently they have.
Oh.
So I do tend to return and re-listen to music that I like from them, because I love the Made album. So the Made album for me, it's a classic. I will always go back, even if like I don't support the group anymore, even if I they don't have the same life motto than me, I will still listen to Made because I love their song, and
Hmm.
it makes me happy. So I don't know. It's just like, it's okay to listen to music when the artist is problematic.
Yeah, I mean, I respect what everyone thinks, but I'm also really good at holding grudges against people for a really long time. So, like, Super Junior, I
Mm,
mean, for like so long, I was just like, oh my God, Shindong said something 10 years ago and I'll never get over it. But now I'm
mm-hmm.
just like, I just don't like their music. Respectfully, I can't stand Super Junior's music. It has nothing to do with who they are as people. I try not to hold on to things from like years ago. I don't think it does me any good. But also, do you remember Lori Hill?
The makeup YouTuber.
Yeah, the she does like videos about plastic surgery. She did a
Oh no,
video
it's not
about
the same then. I'm thinking about Jacqueline Hill.
Jacqueline. No, but she made a video about like Lisa's plastic surgery. And then
Yeah,
like I made a video about that. And like we follow each other on Instagram and we've talked before. And like Doja Cat actually, well, Lori Hill made a video about Doja Cat
true. I remember that.
and Doja Cat went off on her.
Mm-hmm.
And like I can't listen to Doja Cat anymore. And I love Doja Cat. I don't know. You have sometimes like these old thoughts and you just never like go back and look
Want to move away?
not like, well, you just don't take the time to think like, oh, do I still think this is
Mm,
problematic? Do I still believe in this? You just kind of hold on to that feeling that you had, which is
mm-hmm.
what I did for Super Junior for so long. And people
Mm-hmm.
still do. I still get comments to this day of like, he said this, he did that, he did this. And it's like, okay, I get that. That's valid. You don't want to listen to Super Junior. I'm not gonna I'm not gonna sit here and force you.
Yeah. Okay, but what if it was like, for example, we both love BAP.
Hmm.
Would you stop listening to them because of what happened with Imchan?
That's like a tricky situation too, because it's like, yeah, separate the art from the artist, but at the end of the day you are contributing financially to that person, but also at the end of the day, is that financial contribution enough to like merit that? Like if I listen to BAP on Spotify and then Spotify pays them like a quarter of a cent for that
Mm-hmm.
one listen, and then
Mm-hmm.
it gets spread to the company, and then it gets spread to however royalties they might make, if they even make any at all, like, is that worth it? Do you know what I mean? Like, I always think about that too. Like, if you're going to boycott an artist, like, how powerful is your one listen? Of course, if
Yeah.
your one listen is times by a million people, it's worth something.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know.
Okay, so
It's
if, for example, if something happened to 21, like
mhm.
something big, like bigger than what happened, would it stop you to listen to them?
I don't
Would
know.
you hold a grudge?
I hold grudges for the silliest things. Like if I get like too many comments from mean blinks, I'll be like, I can't listen to Blackpink for a week. Or
Oh,
if
okay.
if like I was listening to TGIF by XG, but like
Yeah.
a few too many of their fans called me fat this week, so I don't want to listen to the song anymore. Like I hold grudges for absolutely
Mm.
everything and anything. So I respect everybody, but I'm petty sometimes. I don't know. It's in my nature.
So you would stop listening to music even if you love them to death. Like it's your bias. It's 21. It's your best group ever.
It depends on what they did, If it turns out they did something like absolutely horrendous and horrible, yeah,
Mm.
it'd probably be like, you I don't really want to listen to you.
Okay.
I don't know. It depends. It really depends on who did what and like I don't know.
It's a hard question, right?
It's
Like,
really hard because
yeah.
there are some songs by artists, like the artist I don't care about. I've never
Mhm.
stan them before, but they did something horrible. But I'm also like, that song is so
Is
good.
so yeah.
Is so good. Oh, like how do you go about that?
Mhm. Mhm.
Because part of me is like, yeah, like vote with your money, vote with what you do. But then the other part of me is like, nothing matters in this life. Everything sucks. And your one listen's not going to do anything anyways. So I really struggle back and forth with that.
It's a tricky one.
I don't know.
You don't know.
I don't know. Okay, so I reckon we could do one last one.
Okay.
This is K fans and C fans are free to choose how their money is spent, just like how idols are free to date.
Mm, I like that one, I think.
Mm. I've been seeing many, many fan wars between different communities of the same fandom over idols dating, especially with the recent rumors. I think this is about Joshua. Can't be certain, but
I think it's about protest shock in general.
well, because I don't know. It seems Joshua coded, but we'll see.
Really? Okay.
Many Anglophone fans have been pissed off at the reactions from K fans and C fans because of the chucks and have said that they aren't real fans if they choose not to support idols over this, and that just because they have spent a lot of money doesn't make them entitled to idols' private life. Speaking from K fans and C fans POV, this would be an unpopular opinion for K-poppers on Reddit. The thing is, K fans, especially C fans, are not just spending a lot of money. They spent literally millions, making up for, I'm estimating, more than 80% of their sales. And K pop culture is framed in a way that absolutely encourages parasocial boyfriend and fantasy by using fan signs to fuel this. And fan signs are basically only accessible if you buy in bulk, which means bulk buying K fans and C fans are usually the ones attending. And they're the ones being fed more boyfriend fantasy. And because K pop is selling this fantasy, it makes the idol in question a marketable product and fans are the consumers. Thus, the whole idols can't date thing is not a bug, but a feature of K pop consumerism. If fans choose to spend millions of dollars to fulfill their boyfriend fantasy, and no, trust me, they don't buy bulk because they love and appreciate their music, they can also take that away because that need cannot be fulfilled anymore.
Mm.
Ooh,
Mhm.
that's interesting.
Yeah.
That's another like tricky question.
That's another question that Audrey's agree.
Audrey agrees? Go for it, Audrey. Let us have
Wait,
it.
I don't remember the title. But like
They Okay, so the title is C fans and K fans are free to choose how their money is spent, just like how idols are free to date.
yeah. Yeah. Cuz like is it in our group chat that there's a lot of like C fans, they have like bulk buying
Oh yeah.
and they
Mhm.
have charts and stuff. Like I don't quite get the gist of that, but C fans is a big um influence of the amount of albums that will be sold. And like here it's kind of getting a bit up the game, but like here there's not a lot of bulk buying. You have
Well,
group.
not to the extent that C fans do it.
No,
Like I've
and
heard like if this is like assuming that like they're in charge of 80% of the albums bought,
yeah,
that's a wild number to
that's
even think about.
that's crazy. Like if you think I'm not good in maths, but like if you think they broke record because they sold 5 million album in a week, like if the 80% is C fan and K fan, it's wild. It's a wild number. It's like what 3.54 million albums just for them.
I'm not good at math either, but
Like it's
yeah.
just crazy. So I can understand the para relationship that they have, the parasocial relationship that they have
Mhm.
with the idols. I can understand the only way of communication with the company is through protest rock. We find it funny because, like, will it really do something? No.
No.
But they can spend their money if they want to. It's sad because, like, protest track is kind of annoying, but they don't want to do protests, or they can't protest because if it's C fans who send the protest track, they can protest themselves in front of the company, so they send it. But if it's like it's not K fans who send it, if I understand, because it's written funny, is it
What? Uh-huh.
the protest track?
Yeah.
Is it? It's C fans who send it, not K fans.
Um, anyone can send them.
Yeah, but like there's a lot of people who says that it's written funny on the, like, it's the wrong
Sometimes, yeah, like, but
way of.
that could be international stands, it could be C
Okay.
fans. That's literally putting your money where your mouth is? What? So shut
Yeah,
up
they're
and take
they're they're
my
they're
money.
sending money through the windows.
But, like, we always say, like, boycott groups if you're not happy with it, or,
Yeah.
a lot of what I've seen, C fans, they'll, like, threaten to pull their bulk buying if the company doesn't do what they want them to do.
Yeah.
So
But it's the bigger point they can do, because, like, they are 70% of the sales.
mhm. It's not only that, it's like, of course, if the company sees that this is what fans are doing, this is how they're making their money, of course they feed into that. Idols feed into that all the time, like, "Oh, my girlfriend is my fans, actually."
Yeah.
They feed into that, of course, because it makes them money. But you'd have to decide to what extent. I don't know. I'm losing my train of thought, like, I can't talk anymore.
Me too. I just agree with the
Just
post.
agree.
I just agree.
It is what it is.
That's it. What can
Don't
you
look into
say?
it too much.
It's just that.
Support who you wanna support.
They will never get over it. We will never get over it. It's gonna be always the same old circles.
It's the same shit all the
Over
time,
and
just in a
over. It's
different generation.
yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that is basically it for this episode. Happy 1 year. I know it's not the most ideal way to
We should
celebrate.
have blown candles.
We'll have to this isn't our 1 year. Actually, our 1 year's in October, wink wink, and we'll figure something out. We'll get a cake or
Yeah.
something. We'll drop the cake. Good K-pop fashion.
Trying to. Woo!
Oops, totally didn't
Oops.
mean to do that. So thank you so much for joining us. Don't forget to like, comment, and share this video.
With friends you don't have.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, my cheeks hurt.
I'm so hot right now. Like, I think it's 26 degrees. Hot, hot.
I think I'm feeling so hot. What was that?
My phone.
Oh no!
Oh no! You dropped on the floor.
Not on the floor.
On the floor.
That sounded
Can't.
more like New York. We should ask Vanessa what she thinks. The floor. The
The
floor.
floor.
Yeah, the
That's
floor.
British.
Floor.
The floor.
The floor. The
The
fourth
floor.
floor. It's New
It dropped on the
York.
floor. New
It's
York.
totally New York. She's not even from
Love you.
she's not even from New York.